Firewatch. I'm not quite sure what to expect from this game, but I'm sure pretty much everybody's in the same boat, so let's jump in. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. I think I would probably go with this. This would probably be better than to say you're pretty. You slurred the word major, and it smells like Coors Light. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Where did she hurt your feelings? She asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Yeah, I gotta say, I was not expecting the game to be like this. Let's see. Take that. Can I do anything? Please. Pick anything up. Doesn't look like it. Guess I gotta go in this truck, huh? You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. Drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants a dog. Oh, I feel like this is gonna get really sad soon. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. I think I'd go with beagle. I like smaller dogs. Bucket's a good dog. And a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. "1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Oh, she's bringing up the kid question. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. Saying if you want to have some, a couple little idiots. See, my philosophy is why rush? Can have them sometime. She looks away, out towards the mountain. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, you sure. You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay? One day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged laying in bed on a Sunday morning. Man, the scenery really looks nice. I really like the aesthetic of this game. Let's see. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you're gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having fun. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Would I get mad or ignore her? I think I would ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Posing like a He-Man. You look awesome. Gosh, yeah, this is gorgeous, man. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. She gets flustered and has terrible trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I think I would scare him away. Because I feel like if you tried to fight him, he could probably stab you. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Crisis averted. Let's see. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. I mean, the last thing I want to do is get in her way. So I went try to convince her to not take the job. I would try and see if she could come back every now and then. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Oh, here we go. This is where it gets sad. She was found crying in the stairwell. Let's see. See, I feel like that's a big problem, so I would probably talk to somebody about it. Let's see. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Man. Man, that's sad. Yep. Just saw a nude man. Okay. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. Oh, man. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel and the nurse. Daniel the nurse, I mean. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. She's my wife, I can take care of her. Oh, this is going to be one of those tear-jerking kind of games.